When you first start looking into switching from Windows to Linux, one of the things you may notice early on is the sheer number of different distros out there. Ubuntu, Mint, CachyOS, Arch, Fedora, there are just so many to choose from. What I didn't really comprehend though was the number of different desktop environments out there. In this series, I want to spend time exploring other desktop environments, so if you're interested in seeing what some of these are like, stick around, this video is for you. My second PC is currently in bits as I upgraded my GPU for my daily driver, and the GPU wouldn't fit in the case, so I had to swap everything around: the motherboard, the CPU, the drives, everything, the works. So for these videos I've decided something slightly different. I'm going to run Linux and the desktop environments in virtual machines on my Mac. Now my Mac is ARM based, so I am limited to distros that support ARM. Fortunately, Fedora has a bunch of ARM based spins and I have chosen 6 of them for the series. I am still new to Linux and I have never used these environments before, so feel free to shout at me in the comments if I screw something up or miss something. Anyway, let's get on with it. So first up we have COSMIC Desktop, which looks very, very cool indeed. So let's get into it. Let's log in. Wait, there we go. That should look really good. Oh, that's interesting. iBus notification. What's that all about? I don't know what that is. I've seen that before. If you know what that is, let me know in the comments. So we've landed on the default setup. I've literally installed the distro and gone through the install process, and this is the first login. So this is what you get when you first log in to a brand new distro with a COSMIC desktop environment. Let's go. Right, so next, what's all this? Hang on, screen reader, interface size, additional scale options, magnifier. Okay, I don't need any of that. It's looking fine. I don't have Wi-Fi. Oh, actually, I do have Wi-Fi on this new motherboard, but we're not using Wi-Fi. Select a language, British. We're going to use the US keyboard. That's fine. London. We want dark. Yeah, thank you very much. We're going to put it at the bottom because that's kind of what I'm used to. Oh. Couple of errors come up there, don't know what that is. Might be to do with the fact I'm in a VM, I don't know. Next, okay, so I've got 5 areas that I want to look at, and the first area to look at is called theme and tweak. So how can we change things like the wallpaper, change the theme, what can you do with the panels, and what window effects are there? So we'll start off with changing the wallpaper. Right click is normally the first place to start. Oh, here we go, it's all here. Change wallpaper. Let's change wallpaper to that one. Excellent. Looks good to me. Okay, done. Change the theme. How do we change the theme then? Desktop appearance. Is there a theme setting? Theme, appearance. Is there an actual theme setup? You can change the panel stuff, automatically hide the panel. You can position it wherever you want. Show on different displays. It doesn't seem to be a theme setting. Am I looking in the wrong place? Let's go down to what we got down here. Launcher, workspaces, applications. Is there a settings one? Settings. Oh, that takes me back to here. Appearance and theming. So it doesn't seem to be a way to bring in like themes, like save your theme, maybe? I don't know. Icons and toolkit theming. Okay, so you can change all the things individually. So I could change it to Breeze Dark or Cosmic. Okay, that's cool. And then we've got, are there any kind of like window effects? I don't think there are. You can do like compact, comfortable, or spacious. So that's just the size. So if you're blind like I am, you'll probably go for spacious. You can change the edge. Oh, that changes the edges of the buttons. So that's quite nice. All right, and then active window size. So active window hint size. What's that? Oh, that's the border around the edge. Oh, that's neat. Let's go down to 1. And there, obviously that's square and that's round. You're probably better off doing that, aren't you? I prefer round, but I don't like the gap in there. And then gaps around tiled windows. So if we open up another window and then tile it, how do we tile it? We'll do that. So you got the gap there, I guess. Oh, that's neat. So if I go down to here and do that, let's make it bigger gap. That's not work. Why is that not working? Do I have to close that and open it up again? Oh, there we go. Oh, that's quite neat. I quite like that. Can't type in the number though, that's annoying. Go down to 5 and then just, oops, and just drag it back. Drag that one back up to there. Oh, that's neat. So the next thing we're going to look at is app discovery. Now we already found the applications thing down here, look, and that's what you get as default. So you get your file browser, your media player, settings, store, terminal, editor, Firefox is automatically installed, input method selector, Rhythmbox, Thunderbird is for email, and then whatever that is. What's Neku? Oh, it's Matrix. Okay, and again, I'm getting errors coming up here. All right then. So let's have a look at some of these apps. So we've got files. That's very functional for sure. I mean, it's basic. What else we have got? Oh, sorry, back to applications. We have got, what's the media player like? It's hard to do anything with the media player because I've got no media. So let's type in media. Okay, so it's got media brighter there, but why aren't we seeing that when we go into here? Am I missing something? Oh, there's more. Okay, so that's the home page. Ah, okay. So it's got LibreOffice built in Ocular. That's very useful for PDF manipulation, media writer, reporting stuff there, utilities, disks. I'm guessing that's this partition thing. That's quite nice. I quite like the look of that. Right, so how about installing something? Let's see how we do that. So I'm guessing we would go to the store and there we go. So I'm guessing this is all flatpak, right? Flat hub, yeah. So I think pretty much everything in here is flat hub, which is fine. This is the basic Fedora setup with the basic repositories. So I've not added any extra repositories or anything like that because the focus is on the desktop environment. Okay, so let's get OBS installed. OBS. Well, that's interesting. It jumped from 0% to done. Okay, open. Looks like you haven't added in it. Right, okay, so we'll click no for that. We're going to add a source. Go to screen capture. Okay, select that screen. Share it. Okay, start recording. Just move that around, minimize that, do that, stop recording, and then we're going to go to File, Show Recordings, and there it is. That's working fine. Excellent. So now if I move that into there, you can do that. Yes, you can. And then go open with. Okay, that's cool. That's neat. It's very neat. So the next part we're going to look at is tools of the trade. So first off, we're going to do updates. So if we go into Cosmic Store, updates. So it's now checking for updates. So I could obviously click update all here, but I'm not going to do that because I'm going to test it in the terminal. So let's go sudo. Somebody told me off because apparently it's super user do, and I've been calling it sudo forever. So potato, you do you, I do sudo. Now I've only done it this way because I prefer to see what's going on. Okay, so the updates are all done. Let's exit out of that. I'm going to take a quick look at browsing through things as if I'm just doing the normal day-to-day stuff. Browsing through there. Let's pop that over there. Can I put it in the corner? Yes, I can. We've done this bit already. Gone through. Oh, so the back button doesn't work on my mouse. Oh wait, it works from here, but not from there. And my forward button doesn't work. That's interesting. I don't know, that's probably a setting somewhere that I need to fix. What about editing a text file? So if I go to applications, oh, is that it there? Cosmic Tech, oh, there we go. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5. So that's very basic, isn't it? Can you change anything? Change any settings? Where's the settings? Git management, view, settings, there we go. So theme, match date, that's fine. Default fonts. Oh, you're very limited on fonts. That's fine. No. Let's make it bigger. Zoom steps. Oh, okay. So you can make the zoom even. Okay. Enable Vim by. I don't use Vim. I'm a noob. So then I'll click on that. I'm going to go save as. Put it in documents. Go test. Okay. So I've spent probably what, 10-15 minutes on this now, messing around. Let's have a look at these down here. So that's lots of issues. I'm putting this down to probably it being a VM, but when I click on it, it doesn't show me, doesn't tell me anything. It's just literally a notification to say something didn't work. Okay, so that's fine. What else we got? Responsiveness is a difficult one because I am running it in a VM, but even then, it's pretty damn good. I'm not going to lie. What about things like system monitoring? Where would I do that? So if I press that key there and then type in monitor. Oh, there we go. That's quite neat. I thought I changed the round edges to square. Huh. So we've got CPU, memory. Okay, pretty straightforward. Can we change it? There's processes there. We've got system, file system. Can I do anything with these? Yes, I can. I can stop them if I wanted to. Very much task manager-esque, isn't it? What about settings? Have we got any settings anywhere? Preferences. Update interval, all sorts of stuff in there. User, oh there you go, that's cool. That's quite neat, very basic, does exactly what it needs to, does exactly what it says on the tin. Excellent. Now I actually quite like this, and the reason that I like it is because if you think about it, this is quite early in its life cycle, and this is the worst it's going to get, and it's really good. So I'm really excited to see what they do with this desktop environment. It's pretty cool. Anyway, one last thing we want to look at is navigation. So we're going to open up a bunch of apps and just see how it all handles really. Let's start with Terminal, Store, Settings, and Files. So we've got these 4 windows open. So I'm going to click on the, what did it say? Super, and then, so if I press, actually it's Control for this. So if I press Control and arrow, it switches between the apps, up and down, left and right. So if I then press Shift, can I move that to the left? Move that one to the right. Can I? Okay. So I've just literally moved that from one workspace to another by using just Control, Shift and the arrow key. Wait, what's going on? Okay. it's a little bit intuitive, but it's also a little bit awkward. So, and that's probably just user error. So I'm going to press, I'm going to switch over to the text one, right? Ready? Go. I'm going to move that to the right of the screen. Done. Okay. I'm going to switch it over to the files. I'm going to move that onto another workspace. Okay. And I'm going to move it to the left on that workspace. I'm going to put it back on the right, and I'm going to try and move it onto another workspace. And back to the, this is quite cool. This is quite cool. I am not going to lie that. I actually quite like that. That's pretty neat. Once you get used to the controls, it is very intuitive. Okay, so for theme and tweak, most of the basic stuff is there and it's easy to find. I was able to make the desktop look how I like, despite the limitations of the desktop environment. Finding apps was straightforward. The updates took some time though, and there was no progress bar, but once it was done, everything ran smoothly. For tools of the trade, browsing files, editing text files, looking at the system monitoring tools, all that was very, very easy to find and easy to understand. And finally, navigation. I was able to open up the 4 apps and arrange them, move them from workspace to workspace with great ease. The shortcuts were great, very intuitive, and I was able to switch between the workspaces really, really easily. So yeah, it's very, very cool. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. As always, please let me know. Have you tried a Cosmic? Pop a comment down below. Or if not, just leave an emoji for the sake of engagement. It really does make a difference. Thank you so much for watching. You guys take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.